Hey, welcome to Team New Freedom. My name is Sean Michael and I'm delighted to share this training video with you. My wife and I have had the great pleasure of being Legal Shield Associates now for 17 years. And I tell you, this Team New Freedom family, we have now to date have written more than $4 million in monthly membership Legal Shield premium. That's right, we've built a big business and we've built a serious business. But I take this very seriously because I know that every day we have dozens and dozens of new associates that join this organization, and I simply want to make sure that we all have the best chance at success. So I encourage you to grab a notepad and pen, take some notes as we go through this training. Right here on the team website, we also have the new associates tab. You can always click on that and go through the official company training. I encourage you to do that so you can really get that orientation done and really be on the same page. But let's jump right into it. First and foremost, as a Legal Shield associate, we are building a part-time business. My mentor taught me, work full-time on your job, work part-time on your fortune. So if you're looking to make a fortune or a little fortune with your Legal Shield business, I highly encourage you to master the part-time. The next thing is, it's all about a dream, okay? It's all about a dream. And I will tell you that growing up in another country, being an immigrant, and coming to North America, and really wanting to make a better life for myself and my family, I learned that here's what most people here do. They have this bucket and we work our whole life until we retire at 65 or 60 or 70 or 75, and we spend our whole life putting money in that bucket, right? Why do we throw money in that bucket? So one day we can retire. But the challenge was that the entire time, some financial planner, some financial advisor is stirring that pot and making money on our money. Not only that, but by the time we retire, we start drawing money out of that bucket until we run out of money or until we die. And then we have nothing to leave our children, no legacy. But I will tell you, my ancestors went through hell so that I can have the best chance at success. My grandfather was in the Holocaust, my father from my mother's side, my father from my mother's side, my father from my father's side was from Iran. He was a Jew, and there were when the Shah Revolution took place, they were going to kill all Jews, all people that were non-Muslim. And so my family had to flee. And I will tell you, I'm so grateful to be alive today, and we will leave an incredible legacy for our children. And my encouragement to you is to do the same. So instead of walking around with a bucket, why not drill a well, build a well, and in our lifetime, we get to start drawing out of that well and living on the funds from that well. And then we get to will that well to our children and leave a legacy for many, many years to come. So I encourage you to get really, really clear on what your dream is and why is it that you're doing your Legal Shield business. Next thing, our number one objective is to help you earn your first promotion as quickly as possible. You do not need to wait on anything. You do not need to wait on a class, don't need to wait on a training, you don't need to wait on your sponsor. The only thing that you need to do in your business is to put your business in profit mode, and I will teach you how to do it. I've been doing this for 17 years and I've been enlightened. I saw the light and I found the way to do this business, and I will share it with you. 17 years of a lot of experience just to come to this point, to deliver this message to you so that you can grow a big business. So, what is your dream? What is your goal? What do you really want to accomplish in your Legal Shield business? Get very, very clear on that. Don't say, I just want to make a lot of money. Rather, say, I want to build a legacy for my family. I will share my story with you in just a little bit, but I will tell you that we have this special strategy on building this business, and it's a people strategy. See, we live in a time where half of the population is not available. They're not available. They're desensitized. They're stuck in a scroll hole. They are depressed. They are hungry for human connection. And people no longer engage with text and email and canned content on social media. People have become desensitized to that. They just scroll right through it. So the first thing we must do, the strategy, is to open our heart and engage with the person we're talking with in person or on video, just like this. It's this eye contact, it's this human engagement that matters the most. And I will share with you how to do this. It all boils down to you simply sharing your story. And it takes 1 minute to share your story. Now, having already shared with you that half the population is unavailable, and the other half of the population, half of those people are not even interested. So we do not present or even offer Legal Shield to those people. We simply offer them our help. Okay, the second you notice that the person you're talking with is either unavailable or not interested, simply say, hey, what can I do to help you? What can I do to help you? Now, the way we share our story, okay, and this is the strategy, the way we share our story, it's gotta be on a video call or in person, which means that when you pick up the phone, you call, let's say Jamie, and Jamie picks up the phone, you say, Jamie, hey, it's Sean. Hey, I apologize, I only have a minute, but there's something I want to share with you. Can we jump on a real quick video call? Now, if Jamie is not available to jump on a video call or not interested in jumping on a video call, what does that tell you? It tells you that Jamie is not available and you are not going to offer or invite Jamie to look at Legal Shield. You're simply going to say, hey, what can I do to help you? If Jamie does not ask you a question, once you call them on a video call, you get on a video call, hey Jamie, how are you? Hey, so good to see you. Hey Jamie, I want to share a story with you. You're going to share your 1 minute story, and at the end of your story, you're simply going to zip it, and you're going to pause, and you're going to pay attention to your prospect, to your friend, to your family member, to your neighbor, to see, to discern, to see if they ask you a question, to see if they engage with you. If they do, or when they ask you a question, it simply tells you that they are now interested. And the moment you identify that they are one of those 4 people who is interested, that is the time to ask them this very simple question. Hey, if I sent you a short video, would you take a look? If I sent you a short video, would you take a look? So let's go through this real briefly. When I got started in Legal Shield, here was my story. And here's this 1 minute opportunity to pick up the phone, call my friend David. David, hey buddy, only got a minute. Can we jump on a real quick video call? Yeah, right now I'm gonna call you on FaceTime, on Facebook Messenger, on WeChat, on WhatsApp, on Snapchat. They all have free videos. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call my friend David. David, hey, what's up, man? I'm gonna slow down my tone. I'm going to lower my voice. And I'm gonna say this. Hey David, I don't know if you know, but I moved out here from another country, and I moved here 5 years ago. And over the last 5 years, while working full time and going to school full time, I had accumulated more than $20,000 debt. I kind of fell behind on bills, and I've been pretty frustrated financially. As a matter of fact, I've not seen my mother in 3 years because I haven't been able to afford to fly there to visit her, and she has not been able to fly here to visit me. But I'm excited, David, because I found an opportunity that's allowing me to earn all the extra income that I need to be able to go visit my mother. And at this point, the magical thing to do is to simply pause and be quiet and watch their eyes, watch their face to see, to discern, to identify whether or not they're even available. There's a 50% chance that their eyes are glazed over. They're so caught up in their habits that they cannot even engage with what you're telling them. However, they may not even ask you a question, which means that they're not interested. They may say, hey, good for you, I'm excited for you. That simply means that they're not interested, and therefore we're not gonna offer them anything other than, hey, what can I do to help you? But if they ask you a question, simply say, hey, if I sent you a short video, would you take a look? See, for the last 17 years, I've seen Legal Shield associates spill the beans over and over and over again by consistently offering Legal Shield to people. Do not offer. See, here's where your power is. Your power is right here. It's your face. It's your life. It's being vibrant. Your power is also in not offering. Keep that offer right in your pocket, right next to your money, right next to your wallet. And do not offer Legal Shield to people. See, Legal Shield people love to buy Legal Shield and they love to get started in this business, but nobody likes to join, nobody likes to be sold, nobody likes to convince, and nobody likes to be offered. So what we do is we simply, if I send you a video, would you take a look, okay? Now I wanna share with you a real quick story to illustrate this point. My son and I offered him to do a real quick business. We had a bunch of these succulent plants next to our front door. I trimmed them. I called him up and said, hey, do you want me to get some jars? We'll plant the succulents in them and we'll go sell them for $5 each. And he said, absolutely. So we did it, and we went in the car, and there were two girls crossing the street, and I said to my son, I said, hey, here's what you gotta tell them. I made this myself. It's a succulent. It doesn't need a lot of water to live. It's high quality soil. It's only $5. Would you like to buy one? See, he built the value first before he made the offer. See, you must build the value first, and your value is your face. Your value is your story. It's your heart. It's your vulnerability. So remember to include your vulnerability. Do not mention Legal Shield when you're sharing your story. Simply talk about you. Just like in the movie Fight Club, they say, we do not talk about Fight Club. That was number one rule of Fight Club, is we do not talk about Fight Club. Number one rule in sharing your Legal Shield story is do not talk about Legal Shield. Simply talk about you. So my son went on, and we went up to Brentwood, and he walked up to like a dozen people, and he said, hey, my name is Jacob. I made this myself. It's a succulent. It doesn't need a lot of water to live. It's high quality soil. It's only $5. Would you like to buy one? And person after person after person said, yeah, here, sure. Here's $5. Here's $5. But then we got lazy. And he walked up to the next person, remember? And he said, hey, do you want to buy this? It's $5. And the person said, no. And then he walked up to the next person and he said, hey, would you like to buy this? $5? And they said, no, thank you. And then he heard, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. And hearing all these no thank yous simply created discouragement for him, didn't it? And he said, Daddy, you do it. He got upset. And I said, buddy, if you don't want to do this anymore, we can go home. It's not a big deal. And he said, no, I don't want to go home. I said, you must tell him about your project. You must share the story. So you went up to the next person, and even though he didn't have a smile on his face this time, he kind of had a frown. He said, this is a succulent. I made it myself. It's high quality soil. It doesn't need a lot of water. It's only $5. Would you like to buy it? And the person said, yes. See, you cannot say the wrong thing to the right person, but you must share your story. And then you went up to the next person. He said, hey, I made this myself. It's a succulent. It doesn't need a lot of water. It's high quality soil. It's only $5. Would you like to buy one? And they said, yes. Within 2 hours, he sold 14 of these items and he made over $80. I was so proud of him. So remember, do not spill the beans. First, share your story, share your I story, share your vulnerability. This is what will get people's attention. And when you get their attention, you share your story. If they're not available, if you can't get them on a video call, do not share your story. Only share your story when you can make eye contact with them or when you can be with them in person. This is your power. It's your superpower. And I'm here to tell you that when you don't do it this way, what you'll find is that a lot of people will reject you. A lot of people will reject Legal Shield, and you only have one chance to make that first impression. I'm gonna show you two more things. The power of third party. We do third party everything. We do not talk about Legal Shield. The video we send them talks about Legal Shield. When we follow up with them, we ask them, hey, did you see the video? Did you see everything okay? Did everything make sense? Hey, what did you like best? What did you like best? Whatever they say, you say, me too, I like that part too. And you're doing this on video. Remember, when you follow up, do not do it over the phone. Do not do it via text. Do not do it via email, because those are just about the worst forms of communication. And remember, people have become desensitized to non-authentic communication. So when they tell you what they like best, you say, I like that part too. And you're on video and you say, if you like what you saw, there's an individual I'd love to introduce you to. They've got an amazing story I'd love for them to share with you. Give me one moment. And on a video three-way call, you call up your third-party person. You call Patricia LePena, you call Michael Cabardier, you call Jack Manson, you call me, you call anybody on the team, and you simply say, can you share your Legal Shield story with my friend? Can you share your Legal Shield story with my neighbor, with my family member? And what they're gonna do is simply share their vulnerable story. They're gonna talk from their heart, and they're simply gonna ask the person, what would you like to know next? What would you like to know next? Now, we already have the tool set up, www.99incomes.com and www.99sources.com. So 99incomes.com will lead you to a 20-minute opportunity video for the United States market. 99 sources, sources.com will lead you to a short 5-minute video that'll explain the membership. We also have the same domain, .ca, for the Canadian market. So if you're in Canada, all you simply got to do is send them a link to that www.99incomes.ca website. They'll be able to watch a video that will explain Legal Shield 100%. No word out of place, not misrepresenting, just clearly providing the facts and information and value. Last thing I'm going to share with you is this. A gentleman challenged me. He said, I dare you to drop down to the ground and do as many full extension push-ups as you possibly can do. I did it. I counted up to 8 and I couldn't do any more. And then he challenged me again. He said, I challenge you, I dare you to continue to do these same 8 push-ups every day. Because what will happen in a few days, you'll be able to do 2. Within a few more days, you'll be able to do 10. Within a few more days, as you continue to do 10 every day, then you'll be able to do 11, then 12. Do you know that within 90 days, I was able to do almost 90 push-ups in a row. I could not believe it. Wow, I can't believe I can do so many push-ups. It was just 30, 60, 90 days ago that I could only do 8. What happened? I built endurance. I got into shape.
I did 100 before.
And just like that, you can get into business shape with Legal Shield. But you must learn the system. Otherwise, you will hit your head against a wall, you will hit your head against a pavement, and things will just not function as fast as you like them to function. Because look, your friends and family, your neighbors, they just don't respect you when it comes to legal services or when it comes to money-making opportunities unless you're very well known in your community for being a master at those 2 things. So with that, this is my son Jacob. I highly encourage you to follow this simple system. I encourage you in the next 24 hours, in the next 12 hours, to reach out to 20 people. Attempt to get them on a video call.
Hi.
Half of them will not be available. Half of them will not be available. And that tells you they're not available. Another quarter, another quarter will simply not be interested. They won't ask you a question. But the 5 out of 10 people that will ask you a question, when you say, if I sent you a video, would you take a look? They will probably say yes. They may be even more curious. What's it all about? What's the deal? I can't wait for you to see. And you just gotta have that golden smile on your face while you're looking them in the eyes. So with that, we've got some amazing training right up here on the team website. Click on the New Associates tab. You can go through the entire company, New Associate training, but I encourage you to run like a bat out of hell and work on earning your fantastic bonuses that are available to you as a new associate. And with that, if I can ever help in any way, right here on the bottom of this team website, there's a chat button. Feel free to hit that chat button. If I'm available, I'll answer you. I'm here to help, and I look forward to celebrating your success. See you very soon.